So based on what the current law is, can you walk me through what would happen if there was some suspected match fixing at the World Cup?
Under Canada's current system, a suspected case of match fixing would likely first be flagged through weird betting activity. Provincial regulators like the AGCO in Ontario monitor unusual wagering activity, and
I imagine they have some algorithms that just flag things that seem out of the ordinary.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm not a technical genius, so can't say for certain, but yes. But as I've said, their authority is limited. They can't investigate players. They can't investigate teams. They can only cover their own province and licensed betting markets.
So you think if they did flag something, they might hand that off to police, or how would that work?
Yeah, so if the case moved beyond that, law enforcement could get involved. They, again, would rely on the criminal code, the general offenses, like fraud, bribery, conspiracy. But the problem is these offenses weren't designed specifically for sports. So proving elements like deprivation, which is required for some of these general offenses, or even linking conspirators can be tricky, especially when bets span multiple jurisdictions and online platforms. I mean, we have online betting, so it's hard to tell which jurisdictions come into play and if Canada even has
and
a say.
How about if the alleged offenders live internationally?
Exactly. So that is the issue. The federal offenses are only applicable to people within Canada's federal jurisdiction.
It's a bit of a mashup.
Exactly. There is also FIFA themselves, who would likely launch their own disciplinary proceedings. So although I say the provincial AGCO can't do anything about the players themselves, FIFA would probably step in, and they would probably be the quickest and most efficient at penalizing people for being a part of this. But again, they can only do so much as
well, they want to get on top of it so that they can maintain the integrity in the sport, maintain the viewership, maintain the billions and billions of dollars coming in.
Exactly.
Quite frankly, they're the biggest losers if something goes wrong.
Yes, FIFA does have the most at stake here. I think them acting so quickly is a result of them having so much money in the game. Also, they really want to push strong deterrence factors so that their actors don't participate in these kind of things.
Yeah, they want to be able to maintain integrity in sport.
Exactly. And I think that's something that maybe having a federal offense specifically for match fixing could be beneficial for the other side of it, because I don't think there's a strong enough deterrence factor on the actual people who operate these illegal betting schemes.
It almost hasn't been addressed directly. We've seen that it's a bit of a patchwork, bit of a mashup. We've got some criminal stuff. We've got some gaming commission stuff. It's not exactly clear where all this falls. And that's why I think it's incumbent on the government, and it seems like you're of the same opinion, to get some proactive legal framework in place.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Is there any reason we should be optimistic or hopeful?
Yeah, I mean, I think, as I mentioned, the United Nations has kind of stepped in and said, maybe we should reconsider this. And I think it's something that has to happen slowly. I mean, as we talked, sports law has an evolving nature, so it's going to take time. And I think having the World Cup here is actually a good way to start, because hopefully there's not, but if there's any large-scale issues with this, Canada's not particularly on their own, because realistically it's going to happen over the whole World Cup. And the World Cup involves other jurisdictions like Mexico and the United States. And while that might seem tricky, given that
there's jurisdictional issues,
I think it kind of gives the Canadian government some backup in a sense. So ultimately, the World Cup will be the real test of whether the legal and regulatory structures in Canada are strong enough, which I don't think they are right now, but maybe I'll be proven wrong, and hopefully I will be proven wrong.
I hope you're wrong.
Yes, me too.
Thanks for joining me today, and thanks for all your great work at Legal Line.
Thank you so much for having me.